little closer, is that better? All right. Greg and Corky for helping with the food and serving. And my man of the day, James, with South Central Tent Rental. Thank you, sir, for helping us out here. For all your tenting needs, see James. So we're gonna talk a little bit about, I'm a big nickname guy, right? I'm a construction guy, I've been on job sites for 30 years. You get a nickname whether you want one or not, right? And it's a little, you kind of know your status, right, as you go up, because pretty soon you're gonna start seeing your nickname written on the walls of the porta potties. They're usually not quite as nice as this one out here, but then you know you really made it, right? When you got some really good names about yourself. So Grant has had two already, okay? Grant had a nickname before I met him, before we shook hands, right? So Ashtyn comes home, she's just beyond herself. She's got this boyfriend. She's telling her mom about it, and I go to Emily and I says, Ashtyn got a boyfriend? Yeah, Grant. And for some reason I named him G Money, because G is the cool thing to say. You're a rapper, that's cool. And Grant at the time, they were in high school, and Grant's pulling down some big bucks, right, from Uncle's shop there. And he's showering her with gifts. They're going to wild games, they're going to movies, and it was appropriate, G Money, right? And that held up. That was a good name. Until I got a better one. So the next name is El Granto, if you can kind of get that to roll. And that one was earned, right? We were down in Cabo, and I had a real opportunity to have this real special dad moment, to work with Grant and tell him everything I know about bartering, right? So Grant and I are talking about it, and I said, don't be disrespectful, right? Like, they're not going to take half price on stuff, but ask the question and work with them. And I'll show you how this is done, Grant, right? So he comes with me, and we go to this little shop. I was trying to get a pack of cigars, right? 5 of them. So I got a box of cigars. Then I needed a cigar cutter. Well, that cost me big. And then I need a lighter. So anyway, I was going back and forth with these people, just kind of showing Grant what's up, and $25 I spent. Happier than happy, and I was happy. I still think that was a pretty good deal. So we're looking through some shops, and pretty soon Grant's gone. First time in Mexico, nobody could find Grant. He'll be out in a couple minutes, right? So we're kind of sitting around there. I think he's coming on, right? And we're kind of even looking for him. Grant comes back with bags of stuff, right? He had a couple shirts, he had other souvenirs, he had 2 boxes of cigars, and he doesn't even smoke cigars, right? And he also said they tried to buy my shoes, but I wouldn't sell them, right? That's a good man for your daughter right there. He's not going to sell the shoes. So I said, well, what did that cost you? Right? $15. So it's appropriate. I think a new nickname, at least a title, is due. And we're doing that today, right? I've got Grant is now a son-in-law. I get to be a father-in-law, and a title that I take pretty damn serious, right? I've had a heck of a mentor for 30 years. And man, if I could be half that, I think we got to fight the chance here. So, on to Ashtyn. Ashtyn's been a handful, man, her whole life. But the most loving person you'll ever meet, right? Huge heart. She made a couple things when she was in elementary school. Like you do these drawings or you write these poems and you never hope they come back to haunt you. Certainly not at your wedding, right? But she drew a picture, and this was in 3rd grade. She saved 2 of them. One Brittany's going to touch on when she does her speech, but the other one, I get to one. She comes home with this colored picture. There was 2 elephants and 2 cheetahs on it. and it said, Mom and Brittany by the elephants, and Dad and Ashtyn by the cheetahs. So I think what the assignment was they were trying to get you to identify a family member with a animal, right? So Emily and I and Brittany were, Ashtyn, why are we elephants? She said, because you guys just want to sit around all the time and read. You don't want to do anything. You're lazy, basically, right? And me and Dad are cheetahs because we always do stuff. He always wants to go do stuff with me. We're running around, and I was reflecting on, as the wedding was approaching, and thinking, I'm not quite the cheetah that I used to be. But Grant's a hell of a cheetah, right? They're fishing together, they're running around together. Two of the most kindest people that I know, right? Just couldn't be more excited to welcome Grant into the family. He's been welcomed in the family for ages, but to make it official, we love you guys, and best of luck with your marriage.
The hard act to follow. I don't know how I'm gonna follow up after Dad's speech there. But I'm gonna try to just keep it super short and sweet. I've been Ashtyn's sister for 23 years, and it's been very fun watching you grow up. And watching you grow up and Grant grow up and all of your bridal party and, like the whole thing. You guys are just little babies. Look at you now, right? We have that picture. You started dating Grant when you were like 8 years old, and look at where you are. So, that being said, Ashtyn is the best sister I could ever have asked for. Even though she drove me absolutely nuts for most of my life. Eventually, we got a groove. We got a groove going, and I can't imagine life without my best friend. You're a beautiful woman, and you're a beautiful sister, and a beautiful wife, and I'm so proud of you. I'm just very excited. Grant. Where did that page go? You are a very hardworking guy, and I've seen how much you put into your relationship with Ashtyn and how well you treat her and just the kind of experiences you have together. And I'm very proud of both of you for taking advantage of that and loving each other so well. You're just my little baby sister. So, yeah, I'm not great at speeches. It's been about 8 years. But yeah, you guys are great together. You see the world in such a great way, and you have all of this potential, and I'm just so excited for you now as a married woman. Forward, this whole adventure, it's going to be a huge thing. And I'm just proud to be a part of it. So, I love you, both of you. I'm excited to have a brother, finally. Yes, Grant puts up with a lot, as does Brandon. Guts and girls are a handful, potentially. But
potentially.
we're gonna do it as a family. It's gonna be great. So, I love you guys.
I love public speaking, so I've been looking forward to this for a couple months here. I just want to thank the Goodsons and Grances for all the hard work that they put into this. It turned out great. My name is Kobe. I've known Grant for 20 years, if not more or less, give or take. We journeyed through life together from the early days of riding bikes around the blocks of Atwater, and always having Grant next door at Grandma Colleen's house, always getting into mischief. to navigating our way out of trouble in high school, which, I mean, if you guys can believe that, we never got in trouble. We were so well behaved. We always got our stuff turned in on time. We never messed around in the shop, nothing like that. Then we played baseball together, and then watching Grant at 17 years old turn the high school welding shop into his own fabrication shop. He liked to bring his fish houses to trailers to three-wheelers to weld on anything that he can make a little extra change on the side with. So back to Ryan's bartering. I mean, starting at a young age, I mean, this kid had to figure it out. He wanted to make money, he'll figure it out. So, also to the nicknaming part, our friend group named him Curtis, because you're not 17 years old bringing all your junk into the shop to fix on it named Grant. I mean, that's a Curtis. Like, this is a redneck dude that needs to make some money. So he just started calling him Curtis. And then it was like, our senior year, we're sitting on the patio, my moms were talking. I'm like, yeah, Curtis doing this. But she's like, what's Curtis's real name? I was like, it's Grant, Mom. Like, how do you forget that? Like, I don't know. Everyone calls him Curtis. Like, so that was kind of funny. That, I mean, we called him Curtis so much, and my mom's just like, I don't even know this kid's name. And my mom's known him his whole life. But Grant is a kind person who will help anyone and expect nothing in return. He's a man of many, many talents, and I can say without hesitation that Grant has always been there for me. Through thick and thin, we've been through a lot in the last 20 years, trying to figure out this thing called life. But with the lows have come some pretty highs, and the highest means being able to stand up here today and watch him marry his best friend Ashtyn. Ashtyn, you are a sweet soul who has always had my best interests at heart and will always make time to check in on the people she loves. You both are amazing people with kind hearts. You both aren't afraid to put in the work for each other, and I'm so blessed I can call you guys my friends, and I love you both. So ladies and gentlemen, let us celebrate this amazing couple tonight. Cheers to Grant and his lovely bride. Here's a love, friendship, and future filled with endless possibilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get one more big round of applause for all of our speeches?